we need to pull up on those innate, talents that we all have. Like, to keep our head on the swivel. And my grandfather had this statement all the time. He would say, "Man, walk around these streets like you got something on your mind."
Ooh.
And like when we were young, I was like, "What does that mean? Like, what am I supposed to have on my mind?" Now that I'm older, I understand what I need to have on my mind.
Yeah.
And I walk like that. Like I saw this dude. He was either CIA or he was one of those 3-letter organizations. And he said that he interviewed prisoners, and he asked the prisoner, like, "Hey, how do y'all know who's to prey? How do you know who to prey on?"
Yeah.
And he said, "You watch how he walks." And the guy said, "What you mean?" He said, "If he walks with his arms swaying like this, then he doesn't have anything on his mind. He's not ready." Yeah. But if the person walks with his arms, your arms are only supposed to go like a couple inches from your legs.
Yeah.
And he was like, if he walks like that, he knows how to handle business. So we leave him alone. And I'm sitting here thinking like, wow. So that means that it's a person sitting there watching how you walk.
Yep.
Trying to figure out if they're going to prey on you.
Yeah.
So I think these are the lessons we need to teach our kids. Like, you know what? Don't walk out in the street like you in La La Land.
Yeah.
Walk with intention. Walk with purpose.
Yeah.
These are things that when we were younger, our grandfathers and our fathers taught us. Like, you walk with your head up. You make sure when you cross the street, when you walk out this door, you look this way, you look forward, and you look back again before you take that first step. Now you got people walking with the
they ain't looked up once.
We need to prepare ourselves for, like you saying, the inevitable. Yeah. It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah. So we need to walk around like we got something on our mind.
Yeah, and treat every situation like you got something to lose.
Yeah, because you do.
Yeah. My pops used to always tell me that in business, you treat it like you got something to lose, even if you ain't got shit. So, like, anytime I walk into these establishments, when I'm ready to have this podcast, I could lose this interview, even though you've agreed to do it, even though we've talked about this for a minute.
Exactly.
I can walk in here to say the wrong thing or come off the wrong way, and it's gone. Exactly. So, every time I walk in, I got something to lose, G. Yeah. Let's do this. You ready? I got to do my little intro, man.
Okay,
We've been going for 15
minutes.
we
ready.
Welcome back to another episode of Talk Vibe, hosted the podcast where we interview the most inspiring people in the city. Today we got a special one for y'all. We are here at Voltron Printing, and we have Raymond and Kwamel here, and we're about to learn this story and learn the background of, honestly, two gentlemen who I think have been locked into place for a cool minute. And honestly, I'm gonna be even realer with y'all. Somebody even recommended them for an episode.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and knock this one out. I'm excited. I hope y'all excited. Let's get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and get off the rip with a question that I've been burning me. How did we start?
What do you mean? Like, how did we start here, or how did we start?
Period. What? Why? You know what I'm saying? Where's the why?
I mean, I think we started, we were back, we're not originally from here. We're from the south side of Chicago. So when me and my brother were younger, and my older brother, we always wanted to be in some form of this industry. If that was throwing parties, if that was like making clothes, if that was just being them dudes, we were like, yo, how can we be those dudes? So we started off throwing parties, because back in the day, back in Chicago, those dudes were the party promoters, like Phil and Nate, Teddy Gilmore, those people that threw the biggest parties in Chicago. Even John, who's Kanye's, used to be Kanye's manager. Yeah. So we used to look up to them like, man, we could do that. So in high school, we started throwing parties, and it was cool, but then all the cool dudes wore clothes. And I was like, and we liked dressing. Everybody liked dressing as a kid. So we were like, how do we get into that business? And basically, I don't want to say like we fell into it, because, it's a 30-year fall into something. So we've been doing this for 30 years. But basically, we fell into it, man. Yeah. It was basically how, and then, just God directed our path into it. And that's basically how to answer the why. It started from parties, and then it evolved into, we just wanted to be the dudes that curated fresh.
Yeah. That's tough. So what made you bring that to the city then?
This is the Birmingham in particular?
Yeah.
So we honestly, this is more than what we do. This is kind of who we are. So it was kind of like it was going to happen. We just needed to figure out what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because we're just these guys. Like, we're the guys that we've always been the guys that kind of produce product, and he's always been the guy that designed dope stuff. So we just kind of figure out what we were going to do here. Like, man, what are we going to do here? And that's Voltron actually, the name was created years ago. I'm gonna say 10, 15 years ago. The idea of Voltron came up in our first recession because and when the first recession in like 08 happened, we owned a pretty big clothing brand and everybody was just losing at the time. So we came up with the idea to go from owning just clothing brands to being the people that can produce clothing brands.
Yeah.
We went from owning the brands to being the manufacturer.
Yeah.
But we needed to partner with people. We needed to partner because we didn't necessarily have the funds to go out there and do it ourselves. So we created Voltron because we were like, yo, we link up with somebody else that already has it, our talent and their talent, then we can make something big. So when we came here, we already had the name Voltron. So it was like, all right, cool, let's name this spot Voltron Printing. So that's how the Voltron came about.
Yeah, and I always tell people, why not Birmingham? Like a lot of my design friends, when I called them just to be like, what do you feel about, would you go to Birmingham? They was like, hell no.
Yeah.
You know, that's the first thing they said. Yeah. Everybody, I was like, man, what do you think if I went to Birmingham? They was like, why the hell Birmingham? But now that I came down here, I say, why the hell not?
Yeah.
Hell not.
Like Birmingham is a place where I feel like it's the great remigration.
Yeah.
Like we need to remigrate back down here.
Yeah.
All the people that took that creative energy and that, you know, that progressive thinking, we need to come back here, man, and tap back in.
Yeah.
Because the people down here are so hungry.
Yeah.
And you can feel it.
And I'm just learning that Birmingham honestly has been the first of a lot. Like I found out that the Black Panther Party logo came from Alabama.
Yeah.
And so and on 4th Avenue was a Black Wall Street. So I'm learning, like, you know what, really, this is the essence of us.
At one point, Birmingham had the heaviest corner in the world.
Yeah, that's what they said. The heavy with like the financial buildings y'all had.
Yep,
it was
the
like
steel industry started here, and they built steel skyscrapers first. So at one point, it was the heaviest corner in the world. So like, it's a lot that's here, a lot of history.
People don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is stuff that needs to be talked about because I think, like, outside of Birmingham, people have a certain perception of what Birmingham is. Like, matter of fact, you hear a lot of time, and I want to say this. I think people need to stop doing this. I don't know if they do this to alert people or they do this, is that when they talk about the bad. Like, I just heard, I don't know, I guess an incident happened recently. And if that's all I hear about Birmingham and I don't hear about anything else, I'm not going to that city.
Yeah.
But the good stuff, it's so much happening in this city. It's so much.
It's like I told y'all a few minutes ago, I used to travel for a living. So every person I ran into, not every person, but on a regular basis, people would say to me, yo, y'all got y'all own season the first 48, don't it? And that used to blow my mind because it's like, bro, I grew up here, you know what I'm saying? Right. And like it's a lot of bad stuff that go on, but like I love my city, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, why is that how you think about where I'm from? You know, so it's like, do you view me as like a murderer? Do you view me as a killer? Right. Do you think I got that in me or something like that? Because, hey, first of all, I hope you think I got it in me.
But I think every city got them places where you don't want to be.
Yeah.
You know, Chicago's notorious for it.
Yeah.
Like, that's something when I'm in coffee shops or out, they like, how you live in Chicago? And my question is like, how you live down here? You know, you basically just know where the hell not to go. You know, like, you know, and then you, being in inner cities and community, you knew those dudes.
Yeah.
You grew up with those dudes. So they would tell you like, hey, man, don't come out tonight. Or, hey, man, you know, the block hot tonight. Yeah. So you knew. And those the things, you know, you grew up with them, you asked questions, and then you was a true community back in the day. Yeah. So you knew everybody, the movers, the shakers, the hustlers, drug dealers, all of it. So that's the way you were able to move throughout the city, just like you guys was able to move down here in Alabama.
Exactly. That's tough. So coming down, was there the idea always to make it a clothing shop where other people can come and obviously bring their clothing as well to sell, or was it just like, let's start with printing and bringing what we got to the table and go from there?
Well, like my brother was here before me.
Okay.
So basically, he was here like 2 years. I only been down here like 8 months. So it's like I haven't really been down here that long. Yeah. So my brother
just came back from Chicago too.
Yeah, I just came back, you know, from Chicago. So my brother was here, and basically, you know, we had a team. It's always been like we wanted to be pillars in the community. Yeah. Like, because like we said before, we got almost 30 years in fashion, streetwear, clothing. You know, so it was like when I see down here, I didn't see like the infrastructure of it. You know, everybody be on the islands, but at the end of the day, it's power in numbers.
Yeah.
So we wanted to build a location whereas people can come, creatives alike, and we could give you a platform to get whatever you wanted out to the world, because me and my brother has the resources to do it, and we had the connections. So basically, we used to, you know what, we used to beg people like, hey man, you got a brand, just put it in, we don't care.
Yeah.
You know, like we always say, the bill, we paying the bill, we paying the rent. So at the end of the day, like, let's just link up. Let's just build. And that, to me, was like a foreign thing. Me and my brother be like, they don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, they'll look at you like, for real? Like, yeah, man, okay, the only way you going to get to who you see on social media, you got to have a strong team. Yeah. And it was like, to win championships, it takes a team. It takes role players.
It takes a solid squad. It's not one dude out there. When we started doing this, I wanted to make sure that message that came across is like, I'm doing this to build a community of people, not just necessarily who want to back me, but back the people that you see on every episode. Exactly. I want y'all to go back on the last episode and be like, oh, I seen X, Y, and Z. Let me reach out to them because they might have something that I can touch. Or this, that, and the third. Like, it's part about building up that whole community.
Exactly.
Like, it's crazy because, like, I talked to one of my homies the other day. He a rapper, and I was saying, what's one of the hardest things about, you know, building in Birmingham? And he was like, your own city don't support you. He was like, most of my followers are elsewhere, Chicago, Boston, Texas. But when you look at Birmingham, they like number 6, 7 in my list of people who actually follow me. And it's like, why is that? You know what I'm saying?
Chicago is known as the city of hella haters. Like, nobody supported me and my brother in Chicago. So when I hear that, but the world is big. It is. The only people that really get support is New Yorkers. New York got something there, got some synergy there that's untapped, unheard of.
Yeah. All right. So jumping into like the actual industry of printing, like what was y'all first like printing job, and like how did that actually go? Was it like a mishap or did it actually go smooth?
It was terrible. We was printing in our basement. We had to do like some motorcycle club shirts. We ain't know how much ink. We ain't know how to cure it. Yeah. The ink would stick on the shirt. Half of it didn't dry. But you know what? We didn't stop. We were like, yo, we trial and error. It was like, you know what? We gonna continue to do this until we become masters of it. And from there, me and my brothers just immersed ourselves in anything print. We were students of it. Students of the industry. And this is before YouTube. So that means we ain't had YouTube University. And, you know, all this social media. You had to get out here in the streets. So you had to find a printer, and then you had to go there and beg that printer to allow you to, you know, mentor you. And then you had to be like, and he had to see something in you to even start giving you access to his knowledge. So it was like we had to do some work.
It took a while. You know what? So I think when you mess up, right? Like say like when you first get out there and you mess up, then you can actually look at those mistakes and say, oh man, that's how you get better. It's just like you look at that ink, you're like, why is it heavy on this side, or why is it light on this side, or why is it bumpy on this side? Then you start doing the research. So honestly, in the mess up is actually when you get good. If we would have knocked it out, if we would have like our first job did it perfectly, we probably wouldn't be the people that we are today. Because we would have like, oh man, it's easy. So like all those pitfalls that we fell into actually made us go find out how to do it. Like my brother in graphic art, he wanted to do something. Like he wanted to take an idea that he had, because he couldn't like illustrate it the best. And like he wanted to create this idea and he couldn't figure out how to do it. And he discovered graphic art. They called it graphic communication back then. And that's why he's the great graphic artist today. If he didn't mess up that design, he wouldn't know the knowledge that he has today. Seriously. So it's like, looking back on it, it's like, man, yo, we made a lot of mistakes. We made a lot of pitfalls, but we learned a wealth of knowledge.
I'm a firm believer that life is an obstacle course, and every mistake is just an obstacle that you didn't know how to hurdle yet. But once you learn and then you run up on it the next time, I'm over that one. That's easy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's basically, you know, those years was our computer, was our database. So we can always go back to those references now, and then our execution is faster.
Yeah.
Because when we first started, it would take us weeks to try to figure it out. But now it takes us minutes because we've been in that situation. We understand that situation. We know how to, go through it. We know the people to call to even get us through it. So, it's all fun. It's part of the experience. It's part of your journey, man.
It is.
It's part of it.
Now they got a thing they say on social media, be like, I'm not gonna gatekeep. I thank God for the gatekeepers back in the day.
Really, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like when those people say, "No, I'm not letting you in," you gotta show yourself approved, because that made you go back to show yourself and prove
and work harder.
Like honestly, like now I think it's too easy to a certain degree. So you're not standing on anything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I give it to you easily, then what are you standing on?
Okay.
Like what foundation did you build truly? And then two, I feel like you have to give back to whatever that you give. You got to give back, like even tied in the church.
Yeah.
You got to give back to the community. If you're not on a strong foundation, if you have no strong foundation, then what are you giving to the culture?
Yeah.
What are you giving to the community? So I think gatekeepers back in the day made our foundation solid.
I can understand. I've never thought about it like that, but I can understand that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I know, honestly, I can look at you and say, bro, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think when I get on that press or he get behind that computer, he can tell you exactly how to get the end result that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And that took us, them gatekeepers, looking at our shirts like, no, that's not it. No. Like we going into stores trying to sell our merchandise. They like, man, this is trash. This is garbage. And us going back like, why don't they want to buy it?
Yeah.
What's trash about it? And that made us put on that armor. And honestly, man, like, it's very little about this industry that we don't know.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, not to say that I suffer from this, but I see a lot of people in my generation suffer from rejection and not knowing how to move past it.
Pivoting, yeah.
Yeah. Because like you said, that person told you, this is ass. If you ain't got the heart in it or you don't know how to take that rejection, you go home, your feelings hurt, you don't want to do it no more. You done wrapped up the little project and now you ain't never printed again. Meanwhile, you was 2 or 3 errors away from gold. You know what I'm saying? And so like for me, like this is my technically 3rd time working on this podcast.
Oh, wow.
But until I feel like I got it right, I'm going to keep running back at it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got something to say. I really do.
Well, I think rejection is a part of success. I mean, I feel like anybody that was great got rejected. From Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, anybody that people look and idolize, it was a lot of, I don't use the word failure, but it was a lot of rejection. It was a lot of obstacles.
Yeah.
But that was build your grit. That was build your determination. That's what build your character. And to say like, I think a lot of younger people have a form of entitlement.
Oh God!
Like they like I'm entitled. Like they're supposed to be at a certain place. And it was like, what gives you that idea you're supposed to be there?
Yeah.
Why do you feel that?
Yeah.
No, let me say this. In English class, my teachers say we don't feel, we think. So why do you think you should be there?
Yeah.
But they really can't even explain to you why they think they should be there.
Yeah.
So it's like until you can tell me that, then it's like, okay, we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because any way you go in this world, man, you're going to have to go through something to get it.
Yeah. I tell my little one now, what did you do to deserve that?
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
If you wanted, what did you do to deserve
I say
that?
I thank my bullies. My bullies helped me become who I am. Thank you to all the bullies that bullied me, because it was like I would cry and whatever, but I would say, I got to get better.
Yeah.
I want to be greater. I want to do something great in this world. And it gave me some determination. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people can't handle that.
Yeah.
But with me, when I look back in the era in which we grew up in, it molded me into this person. You think a Damon Dash or a Jay-Z, how that happened, man? Those was the bullies on the corner that made a Jay-Z, that made a Kanye. Because people talked about Ye like, man, what Ye gonna do? But he had the determination and the drive to say, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
That's how you get College Dropout.
Yeah.
That's how you get them great albums. That's how you get a Kendrick Lamar.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because it's like, and that's how you get a me get my brother. Because like my brother said, a lot of people that I idolize, they would say my designs were shit. They'd straight up be like, man, this ain't nobody buying this.
Yeah.
But I didn't give up. It was like, I'm gonna show you. But also, when they seen me putting forth the effort, then they started showing me easiest ways to execute. Like, hey, Ray, if you did this, man, this will make your design better.
Yeah.
man, if you did it this way, man, and just added this, man, it'll take it up a notch. Now, like I said, I got a Rolodex of some of the most influential designers in the world that designed every streetwear brand. I could call them on the phone like, hey, what do you think about this? Now, I don't get the shit. They be like, man, now you cooking with fire.
Yeah.
But that's 15 years of me and my brother doing the hard work. I don't even say the hard work. Just going to school.
Just doing it. Just doing it.
Just doing it, man. Yeah.
A lot of people they feel just doing it. And like I was telling one of my boys, I've lost like 63 pounds in the past
congratulations,
year, right?
man.
And one of my boys, thank you. One of my boys was like, bro, I really want to get in the gym with you, but I don't want nobody in there laughing at me. And I'm like, bro, ain't nobody gonna laugh at you for starting. Ain't nobody gonna laugh at you for continuing. And ain't nobody gonna laugh at you for making a healthy habit out of doing this. So just do it.
Well, I guess my thing is this. Even if they do laugh, so what?
So what? The worst has already happened.
You know what I'm saying? People, honestly, the thing about it is you got to let people have their thing. Like, that's your thing.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason you're laughing, that's why you're laughing. But I'm so locked in on my goal. I'm so locked in on losing 63 pounds that I don't even hear you, bro.
I don't even hear you,
And I
bro.
think that's the thing about it is you got to lock in. Like, I think success really start happening when you lock in.
Yeah.
Like, and all you got that tunnel vision. All you see is the goal ahead of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's when I think the success started. Like, I used to be heavy in the gym. Like, I can break down, like, diets and all of that, like working out. And I used to tell my brother all the time, like, I didn't start, like, seeing results until my mind got determined. And I can literally, like, will myself. Like, I literally, and I kid you not, I went on this diet, like, strict diet. And for a little while, I didn't see any results. And literally, man, I was like, thought about losing weight. I thought about having a six pack. And I feel like I went to sleep one night and woke up with a six pack. Bro, I seriously, and I took a picture. In my parents' bathroom of when I woke up and I was like, dude, I got a six pack. So I think, man, once you get that mind in, you lock in, you can will yourself to do just about anything.
Bro, I promise to you, this is what it feels like the entire year to me.
Okay.
I have never been so locked in on a singular goal in my life before. Like I said, I've always wanted to lose weight. I've been a big boy all my life,
right.
But I've never known what it's like to really get down. Like this morning, no BS, this morning, I hit this morning being less than what I exited high school at.
Oh, wow.
Literally 1 pound below. And I'm like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you woke up there though. It doesn't feel like it was a long journey.
No,
it feels
man.
like you one day you went to sleep and you woke up and you like, oh man, all this weight is gone.
Yeah.
It literally feels like that.
It does.
Yeah.
Like he started telling me, like we recording one day and he was like, cuz I ain't trying to be funny, but yo, chin gone, bro.
Oh, wow.
And then I was like, oh, for real? Like, damn, man, you could have told me I had a double chin. That would have been nice to know.
Wow, you these streets bogus, huh?
And you know what though? I think the thing it is a mental process. So
Yeah.
I think with anything, what you kind of deal with once you get the goal is sustaining it. Mm-hmm. Like it's a mind game. You like, yo, can I eat this cheeseburger,
Man,
bro? Because I don't want them
ain't
pounds to
trying
come
to
back.
backtrack, man.
So I think you have to get to a point where you have a regimen for success, meaning you stay strict to, okay, this is my cheat meal day. Mm-hmm. These are the calories. I gotta get to the gym. I think once you get into the routine, and one thing I tell everybody is, like, even when it comes down to Voltron Printing, this is what I do. This is literally my life.
Yeah.
This is what I do. So it's not hard to me because it's similar to like walking to me. So even when you start like really getting in the gym, you really start seeing them results. It gotta become like walking to you.
Yeah.
Like you don't even have to think about going to the gym because it's worked into your day. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because like you're gonna go through a period where you're gonna be really paranoid.
Yeah.
See, because you see the results, you like it, and you're not gonna want to lose it. Making money is like that. When you see that million in your bank account, it's the thing about it is $1 million is just what 100,000 from 900. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So or 1,000. So once you make a big purchase, you're no longer a millionaire. That's gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
When you see that bank account go from $1 million to 999,000, you're gonna be like,
sick.
man, I'm losing it.
Yeah.
So it has to become a thing where it's part of who you are.
Yeah.
And you're not worrying about making the big purchases or losing X amount of dollars because you know I'm doing the right steps to get it back. Yeah. Similar to working out. I'm doing what it takes to maintain it. Yeah. I think once it becomes like a fantasy, once it stays a fantasy, it never transitions into reality. Yeah. You gotta make it real. Mm-hmm. And you maintain it.
Yeah. I was telling him when we just came in, I just came from the gym and I had a busy morning, but I went to the gym and I was like, I told him last time we recorded, I feel better when I go to the gym before we shoot. I feel way better. I feel clearer in the mind. And then I take my journal into the gym with me. So between sets, for some reason, I just feel more mental clarity. So I write a lot. And so like coming into this interview, I'm like, I can see how somebody can get obsessed with the gym. Because like I'm at this point now where like I'm getting past the point of shredding the fat and I'm starting to see like muscles again. Okay. I told my wife, I ain't seen my collarbone since I was in the 10th grade. In the 10th grade? God, and then I went in the mirror, I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Yes. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? You feeling amazing about yourself. It feel amazing, brother. And I've never spent this much time caring about my body before. And it's like now that I'm spending the time doing the things, and then on top of this, it's giving me more mental clarity for my podcast. It's giving me clarity on where I should go next. I'm praying more. I can hear the Lord better. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So like all of it is falling into place. And I tell my dad, I was talking to him this morning, I was like, Pops, I feel like I'm like 2 or 3 interviews away from like somebody caring about my podcast. He said, well, everybody care already. They just don't know it yet. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
So I think you speaking from the heart, man. You speaking truth. Yeah. And you resonate with the people. They hear you. They hear you. You know, I mean, it's happening. You can't say it's gonna happen. It's happening. You're talking to Voltron Printing right now. You know what I'm saying? Fair. Like that's fair. Honestly, before today, I didn't know who you are. But today, trust me, believe I'm gonna be a subscriber. You know, so I gotta subscribe to watch my interview. You know what I mean? But, right. But I did But you see what I'm saying?
But I'm hearing you,
So honestly, like you said in the beginning and opening, and you said somebody recommended us to you. So that means that they know who we are and they know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So people are watching you. Yeah. Like it's happening, bro. You are the next big podcast.
I appreciate it. I received that.
Yeah, I received that. Man. You just got to keep it, like you say. It's not a sprint; it's a marathon, and that's true. You know, I think there's no overnight success. You may see the fruits of the labor, but a lot of people don't see the labor. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to show you the cool parts of the business or the podcast industry or whatever they do, but you don't see like when they started in the room with one mic. And you know, and didn't have all this equipment, all this setup. But this is growth. This is evolution. Yeah. So it's like now, you know, like in gym, like you said, the first step was starting. Yeah. You did the hard part. Now it's just like my brother said, being consistent. Yeah. And building that sustainability. And once you do that, man, poof. It's just gonna happen. And then you got to already hide in your mind, because if somebody came to you with like $1 million, what would you do with it?
Invest it back into the city.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what would the plan? What would the plan be? A lot of cats can't answer that. Like, if I came in and was like, "Yo, I like what you're doing. I got $1 million."
I got an answer.
Then there you go.
Yeah, that's how often I write.
What would you, if somebody came with $1 million, what would you do? Give me your $1 million plan.
First of all, I would go and buy a warehouse where we're able to shoot in different scenes. I want to have a green screen. I want to have the opportunity to give rappers and other artists like that an opportunity to come, kind of like a tiny desk. I would pay for a live orchestra. And that's just within my compound. Other things I would do is like teach people how to get involved with their community and open different places where we can have community centers. This community center is about having a community garden. This community center is about running a library. This community center is about giving back to actual drug abuse and other things like that and sustainability. Right. Once those things are done, I would open a school where I can teach kids about taxes and real estate. You can come into this school, you can learn those things and also learn about what your credit means. Because I think as young black people, especially in the number 45 state out of 50 in education, that we don't learn a lot of these things when we at school. No. So breaking those things down so kids can go out into the world with real knowledge. And then I'm gonna make you watch my podcast. Oh yeah. So you can sit around and you can see every example of people in your own city who are doing 1 million different things and you can choose. Right. And guess what? I'm going to take you to talk to that person. And just like you saw me have a podcast episode with them and learn from them about Voltron Printing and what it takes to print, you can talk to that same person.
Exactly.
What a camera. This camera right here. So y'all hear it. $1 million plan. Get this guy some money.
That
part.
He changing lives.
That part.
He love the kids. So
Yeah.
he working with the kids.
Man.
So get this man $1 million.
I appreciate that. I received that so heavily, man. I got a second question for you. And it's just more of a curiosity because I like to touch and learn stuff. How does the technology that you guys have used change from beginning to now? Because I imagine like screen printing gotta be like nothing at this point compared to when y'all first started.
I mean, I think it was more hands-on when we first started.
I'm hearing that.
You know, right now, it's not, a lot of people don't have the time nor the mental space to get behind the press and print, you know, manually or automatic. I think it's going more digitally because now everything is fast fashion. You got your Sheins, you got Fashion Nova. When you get on social media, it's hot today and it's gone tomorrow. So right now, you don't have the time to, you know, burn the screen, do the color separation, mix the colors, because you like, man, I'm missing my window of opportunity. But I feel like it's going to get back to that because at the end of the day, it's like there's no more experience in fashion. There's no more storytelling in the game. Like back when we used to go to like trade shows like Magic and Post, and you know, when we went to brands, they would give you like a Sears catalog of what their collection would be. So you would have fall, summer, holiday, all planned out, beautiful photo shoots, telling a story. Now it's like, man, I'm a fashion designer. Okay, what you putting out?
Yeah.
What's the story behind this? Oh man, I'm just, you know, make something, man. Me and my homies gonna get out there, take pictures, boom. We gonna make $100,000.
Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly, back when we were younger, everything was kind of like mass production. So the machines, like you needed a work, they call them workhorses. Like you needed a machine that was gonna crank 100,000 pieces a week. Seriously, like they were like, because we were shipping to stores. You know, your goal was to get into the big box stores.
Yeah, the big boxes.
Box stores is writing 100,000 orders. So and so a big thing about screen printing back then was, like I said, mass production. It wasn't the quality of it; it was the quantity per se. So you didn't really need, like back then, the technology was geared to mass produce.
Right
now, like my brother just said, it's kind of tailored. It's kind of tapered back. Yeah. Things are more user friendly because people are doing more things themselves. So they're making the machines kind of like plug and play now. Okay. And I'm not saying everybody can do it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but it's not as difficult because like even the press, M&R press back in the day, it was like these switches. If you didn't know the switches, you didn't know what switch to cut on, if you didn't know the box, you wouldn't understand how to do it. Now it's a flat screen, and it tells you screen 1, screen 2, screen, so you can kind of walk up to it and get an idea. Like, if you know how to use a computer, you can get an idea, be like, oh, okay, I think I understand what that.
Yeah, I'm hearing that.
So they're making things more user friendly, and now DTF is totally changing the game because screen printing has so many processes. Like my brother say, color separation. First of all, the artwork, color separation, burning the screen, reclaiming screen, setting it up. Now DTF, you get a roll of film, you take it to a heat press, you have a 10-color design already. Yeah. Like that, matter of fact, that shirt you have on is a DTF. It's not screen print. I could tell how it's embedded in your shirt. Yeah. That's a DTF. And you probably spent $30 for that logo.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's changing the game. It's screen printing and textiles is built to run now. It's built to run a sprint. Like I'm going to a short distance really fast. Back in the day, it was a marathon. You were going to have 15 employees working 12-hour shifts, cranking out millions of products.
Right.
So now it's like, no, I need to make 1,000 shirts selling for $100. I need to be able to do it extremely fast.
This week.
I don't have time to go to school to learn how to screen print. So the technology is
but you know, it's like the internet made everything so fast.
Yeah.
Like because of 95% of our customers like, can I get it tomorrow? You'd be like, what? But everything is click as a button now.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait. You got Amazon shipping the next day. So you as small businesses, you got to try to compete with that type of mindset. It's like, but the industry has made it so you can, in a way, do it through DTF, DTG, just other things that you could do where you could put your productivity can be faster with less people. Because back in the day, like my brother said, man, to do the type of productivity you needed a team. You needed like 10, 15 cats.
The overhead was crazy.
And your overhead was crazy.
Yeah.
To hire that, and then, you may have one or two very good printers out of those 15, so everybody else you have to find jobs for.
Yeah.
So, it's pros and cons to everything.
I'm hearing you.
And that's why we said understanding what you know how to do so you could be able to manipulate the pros and cons of it all. Because, like, if I didn't know what I know now, I may not know how to manipulate DTG and DTF or how to get it to almost look like screen printing. So it's like I always tell people, learn what you're getting yourself into. I don't say you have to go to college. I say learn it, master it. Put in those, what they say, it takes 10,000 hours a day to master something, to 10,000 hours. It's some analogy that they use when you become a master. I don't know it. I say, man, every day, it's like getting waves in your hair. You had to brush your shit all day long.
They can give you
all day long.
They can get you waves now.
I don't care about the lace front. I'm talking about I'm talking about Illmatic.
Hey, what's his name? He putting the do-rag on it, bro. Yeah.
No. That's insane,
if
man.
you know about waves, you had to brush your hair all day long.
It's a process.
It was a process getting those 360s in your head.
Yeah.
So I say, if anything you want to do, take it to the, like my mom say, take it to the smallest denominator. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of energy, sweat, blood, and tears you got to put into when you want to do something great.
Yeah.
You got to sacrifice for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about before with the gatekeepers and you having to learn how to do it. You had to get a foundation. And my brother just said, I could jump on a manual press and print. We got an auto. I could jump behind an auto and print automatically. I can use a DTF. Because over the years, I had to learn this stuff. And I can use it at a high level. Not like, so if it's like the industry today went back, we turned out the clocks 15 years and went back to mass production. And you have them dudes on YouTube with the manual printing. But then now it goes from online sales, and now we're doing big box stores. How do you transition from that manual to now you got to produce 10,000 units? And then now the China may not be as accessible as it once was. So you can't run to China and do the 100,000 to 10,000 units. How do you produce it?
Yeah.
So you can't skip over steps. Learn it all. Learn all of it. Like my brother with artwork, I hear him all the time. Why do people design in these softwares? Because they do not know how to use Illustrator. Like, why are they using Canva? Canva doesn't translate well in printing. So he says that all the time. So it's like, but they don't know. They don't know how to use every software.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you skip over steps. Learn how to use the 50 millimeter counter, the 40 millimeter counter, the iPhone. People are like, oh, man, you can shoot your content on the iPhone. Until the iPhone is no longer user-friendly, then how do you use that?
Yeah.
Like Daz, I'm pretty sure you know Daz. Daz will come in with the big camera, little camera, and he knows how to use every single one of them. Perfectly. Like that's what we need to get back to.
Yeah. And it's becoming a student of the game so that when it's time for you to be a master and it's time for you to teach, you actually know that you teach it from a place of knowing instead of I think. My granddaddy used to always say it's the big difference between thinking and knowing.
Yeah,
so
correct.
do you know you deserve an ass whooping or do you think you won?
Exactly.
You deserve one.
Right. That's
and so it's like, you know what I'm saying? When you get into that kind of mind frame, like, all right, cool. It's like this podcast and stuff, man. I for the longest, I've never done any of the editing. I've always joked and been with everybody, oh, he do the editing. I just sit here and talk.
Exactly.
And then I'm sitting here one day and I'm like, bro, you got the time. I bought a computer to learn how to edit videos anyway. Let's do an episode. So like the last episode that came out, I did the whole episode.
Oh, congratulations.
And crazy enough, when I was editing it, we was having a conversation with the guy I was interviewing, and I was telling him, oh, bro, we can edit it out. And then I said, well, we ain't gonna edit nothing. He gonna edit it.
Oh, wow.
Funny enough, I'm editing the video myself.
I'm gonna tell you what's dope about that. And my brother taught me this. So what's dope about learning everything, and I'm not saying do everything, learn everything. So my brother back in the day, he would design all the artwork, and we would take it to printers, and they would be like, man, like a guy named Doug, we knew, he'd be like, man, you see this stuff in the background, or it's a piece of it in the back, right? You're designing it and you're leaving stuff there. So my brother started designing for print. So when he designs thinking about how would this translate into on the shirt, because not all designs look good on a t-shirt. So since you know how to edit, when you're sitting in front of the camera, you're thinking, hey, honestly, I want to cut back on edits. So how do I do this podcast? So when we go to the editing room, we're not spending that much time in it. Now, if you didn't know about editing, you couldn't make that pivot on spot. So I say learn about it all so it makes you better at what you do. Because I'm a firm believer. I tell anybody this. And I honestly, I'm going to go on camera saying this. I hate this one-man band mentality. The dude that shoot the content, does the stuff. Nah. Go find somebody that's really good at what he does.
Hey, what I be telling you? He always tell me that. He always tell me, he be like, bro, every time we about to do something, instead of you learning it, you be like, I can find somebody to do that. Right. And I always tell him, it's not because I don't think I'm incapable. Right. But I'm very aware that there's somebody out there that's better than me at doing it. Exactly. Same way as when I asked him to edit. I know you better at it. Of course I want to learn. And then you're too,
you're learning. Then now you're learning from the best.
Him. Exactly.
But that's what like
exactly. I'm glad this on record, nigga.
Like when a dude be boasting like, I designed the shirt, I printed it, and I took the pictures, I'll be sitting back thinking like, we about to see a bunch of bull.
But there's gonna be something.
But my thing, like I watch a lot of old Michael Jackson stuff, like when Michael Jackson in the studio, and Michael Jackson became the greatest ever because he was the greatest student. Like, and he wasn't afraid to use greater people to produce his albums, or do his videography, or do his stage, his stage lighting. Because at the end of the day, those that done the work knows those that didn't. Because it's a certain type of language we speak. And then it's certain people that you name. Sometimes you gotta name drop in certain situations just so people to be like, okay, you know him, okay, then obviously you know a little something.
Really?
I think that's the definition of gatekeeper.
I think people don't willing. My thing is, I used to sit. My brother used to hate when I did this. For years, I sat in leaders. I used to go there every day and not buy nothing. My brother would be like, why are you doing that? Because that's how I was able to see the Virgils of the world, or the Chance the Rappers of the world, or the Hebrew of the world. I was able to see the Nike salespeople that was bringing in before like when the sneaker ended, when the sneaker like culture got big with like the buying and trading sneakers, like the Nike reps used to come in with all those OG Jordans. Like, we about to come out with, and the only way I was able to see that because I sat in that store and I started seeing the way that the industry was moving to the sneaker culture, where you got the lines, and Corey would introduce me to these people, and I got on first name basis. And my thing is, gatekeeping helps you understand who's willing to do the work. People like, man, I hate gatekeeper. You hate it because you're not really willing to do the work.
You hating because you don't have the keys.
But if I gave you the keys, like I said, can you drive the car? Because I've gave people numbers. Be like, okay, he said call him. And then they'll be like, man, your boy didn't even call me.
That's crazy work.
And I'm like, well, you spooked? And then they'll come back and be like, man, what happened? Oh, man, man, I just think my stuff ain't ready. But you said you came in here, talking full, all gas, no brakes.
But I do want to say this because I don't want to get on the younger generation and their mentality. I think it needs to be a symbiotic relationship eventually. Where people like us and the new generation have a relationship and we build something better. Because I think it's kind of a divide. It's like the old head and the old way to do it, and the new way, the younger generation and the newer way to do it. But I think honestly, in order for us to grow, because honestly, the way I feel and the way I view it is, in the clothing industry right now is kind of non-existent to what I remember and what I felt the clothing industry. It's just like, I kind of feel like it's a lot of people doing a lot of stuff. But is it an industry? Is it a culture? That is what I don't see. And I think in order to build the industry back and the culture back, the younger generation have to get into a relationship with the older generation. I think it has to be, I think we need to learn how to work together and find a middle ground somewhere.
But it was like I was watching this interview with Prince. And the interviewer said, like, man, a lot of people sample your music. And he's like, man, why do they sample my music when they could just call me and I play it?
That's crazy.
And that's the way that I look
quote.
at, like, what my brother said, the disconnect from, well, now I'm considered an OG in fashion, with the OGs and the younger generation. Why knock me off when you could just DM me?
Yeah.
And then we could build a partnership and then we could grow a monster together.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to tell them. Like, why you knock off a design when you could just DM this dude? He probably be excited to work with you and then you will learn.
Yeah.
But like they said, they want to be this, I did this, I'm balling, I got the money. And at the end of the day, you're not going to build sustainability like that.
And you know the thing I don't understand is this, and I want the consumer to realize this. Because the economics of fashion, the economics of business. So check this out. So they cut out the middleman, right? They cut the middleman because the middleman had a cost. Then you sell direct to consumer, so you cut out the distributor, because the distributor had a cost. But yet you still selling me expensive ass T-shirts.
I'm saying.
Think about that on a consumer standpoint.
You didn't cut all of these costs, but you still trying to sell it as though you.
And then you're taking the pictures
I'm hearing you.
on your own, so you cut out the photography.
You modeling and all of that.
You're doing your own podcast, so you cut out that. So you sitting on all of this profit, and you're still giving people subpar merchandise at a premium cost.
Yeah.
So I want the consumer to think about this, because when we start talking about what's better, think about the product. Honestly, the type of money people are generating today, selling directly to the consumer, cutting out the middleman, dude, they should be giving you gold T-shirts. Yeah. Because you're making so much. Your margins are crazy, bro. And I'm going to say what they say. I'm not going to gatekeep this. A T-shirt costs about $3. Your high-end T-shirt costs about $5.50, $6. Your boxies may cost $9. The standard boxy online is people selling for $60. So you took a $9 T-shirt and sold it for $60. There's no middleman. Mm-hmm. You're making a 2,000% markup, and you're not giving the consumer an experience. Think about that for a second. You are the gatekeeper. Yeah. You're the worst gatekeeper. Because you're making all the money
and not giving nothing back.
And not getting anything
nothing
back.
Of value.
See, back in the day when they say, "Oh, I'm a gatekeeper," you hired a photographer. Yeah. Dude. Clothing brands used to have design teams. I mean, it would be like 20 designers working employed, not working off commission. I'm talking about you're making an actual salary. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. Your FUBUs were making $700-800 million, but they employ 200-300 people. You see what I'm saying? So now, you're making more money, but you're killing the culture. Yeah. You're killing the community. And then now you're becoming the worst type of gatekeeper. And
we don't want to be the mad rapper up here.
No.
We don't want to be the mad. We don't want to be the bitter. We don't want to be the bitter. We don't want to be the bitter cats. But my brother's saying, just to piggyback. You used to be excited to buy clothes. I want the excitement back. Yeah. Because right now it's nothing exciting about it. You know what I'm saying? When I go on social media or I go to people's sites, it all is cookie cutter. It's the same thing. It's like plug and play. It's like at the end of the day, I want to get this excitement back in clothes, man. It's like when you knew a Tupac album was to drop. Mm-hmm. You was excited. That whole summer, you was like, Pac about to drop. Or you knew Biggie was about to drop. You was like, man, Biggie about to kill us. It was the same way with streetwear brands. Yeah. You knew when, Huff was going to drop a Diamond Supply or the Hundreds or Leaders or... just those brands. And then you went to the shows and then they gave you experience. Even Nelly from Apple Bottom, I heard he bringing it back. His damn booth used to be rocking.
And then now you got people going to Atlanta, the streetwear show, Atlanta streetwear, whatever it's called, and they selling you a $200 hoodie off a picnic table.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, we used to have whole booths. Like it'll be a booth at Magic as big as the store.
Yeah.
They had dancers, you getting food, champagne, because they was like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna give you an experience.
Yeah.
I want the storytelling back in fashion.
Yeah.
Like, what's the story behind this? Why is this $200?
Yeah.
Because we didn't have the Egyptian cotton t-shirts. We didn't have the Lux tees. We didn't have all that stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't did it, man.
Yeah.
So this cotton ain't Egyptian cotton. This ain't even good ring sprung cotton. But you selling this $80 because everybody want to be fear of God. Everybody want to be Virgil.
Yeah.
But the thing about Virgil, he told you a story. That's what you bought into. And what he did was damn amazing. You wasn't thinking about what Virgil was doing. You wasn't even thinking about it in your head to do.
Virgil did the work.
He did
and that's
the
what
work.
people didn't see. Jerry from Fear of God, the reason why he can do what he does because he put in the hours
To do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just telling a story how he worked for Kanye. He designed a Kanye tour merch for free.
Yeah.
You
And
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
That's an
cats don't
insane
even
thing
want to
to
do it
think
for
about.
like Virgil. People don't understand like Virgil at RSVP wasn't getting paid with
Yeah.
Don C. He just wanted to know the industry. When we were all at J Boogie together, we wasn't getting paid. We just wanted to be able to see Ye. We wanted to see Common. We wanted to see these rappers and these NBA players. We
Yeah.
wanted to be around that industry. And we did it for free because we loved it.
Yeah.
We
That's a love for the
loved
game.
I do like the now, man, I design when people call me what I'm worth, I don't even charge. If you heard my resume, I should be making $10,000 a design. I'll be like, man, give me $100.
And then when
That's
people
insane.
want to do screen printing, matter of fact, a guy just asked, he was like, man, what's your price list? Honestly, we don't have a price list.
We don't.
Our first thing I asked you was, bro, what's your budget? If you say, hey man, I got $1,000, then I tell you what I can do for $1,000.
Yeah.
And then I may say something like, you know what, bro, I'll throw in a couple more t-shirts because I understand what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, we still do it for free.
Yeah.
We're still doing it for free because we love what we do.
I love this.
See, like, it's everything have become for the bag, for the money. Go get the money. Okay, now you got all the money, then what?
I'm gonna tell y'all a
It's
true
'cause you don't have
story.
the love for the game, though.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I called the DJ down here. I'm not gonna get no names. And I was like, hey man, how much would you charge me to DJ? This dude said $1,000. I said $1,000 to come down the street to my store and do it. So I called one of my friends that's like a big time DJ.
Yeah.
Like you can see this dude on BT Awards spinning. And I was like, man, I want you to do an event for me. What would you charge? He said, bro, I don't like driving. If you come pick me up, we a bar or something. And
But that's love right there. That's
well,
how
my
it's
thing
supposed
is-
to be.
But that's how the industry used to be. It wasn't all about if you good at something, bro, you gonna get paid. God
Yeah.
takes care of his children. God gonna take care of you. Like the thing that's scary, when people scare me, when the first thing they talk about is how much money we gonna make.
Yeah.
I don't want to work with you.
Yeah.
Cause you ain't in it for the love, you in it for the hugs. When you master something, you gonna get paid, man.
Yeah.
Because that's just the yin and yang of this universe.
Yeah.
Whatever seeds you sow, you gonna reap them.
Yeah.
You know, so me, I'm all about people that's passionate about the craft. When I hear these words like, man, we gonna put out something dope and the money gonna come. That's the cat I wanna ride. Me and my brother be like, we gonna rock with you. But when you be like, hey man, how much we gonna make off this? Hey man, I see you later.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you already going in there thinking a one-sided mentality.
Yeah. That's
Like,
why I'm trying to
honestly-
come away from something.
Yeah, you have that one side. It's like, man, what impact are we gonna make?
Yeah.
Like we hated working with drug dealers. Like his drug dealers had that
Quick flip.
Yeah.
flipping it, and we gonna put in, and we used to tell them, this ain't the drug game, bro. You ain't gonna put in and flip this in a week.
Yeah.
This gonna take work. We gonna have to market this. We gonna have to push
And
this.
they ain't trying to hit it.
And once they heard that, it was like, I don't think this for me. But it say there's a lot of grief, a lot of headache in the game. And I think a lot of people, they want the overnight success,
flip.
man.
That's so scary to me.
This like gumbo, man. Clothing like gumbo.
Yeah.
You gotta make that roux. You gotta stir that pot.
Yeah.
You gotta cut that seasoning. You gotta de-shell those shrimp. You gotta do it and you gotta make it simmer.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson said that every time. He said, make it simmer. You know, when he used to talk to the band, because it's all about the experience.
Yeah.
And me and my brother wanna rock with people that's all about the experience, man.
Yeah.
All about the experience.
I'm rocking with it. So towards the end of the interview, I have 3 questions that I typically like to ask the guests.
That's the end of the interview. Oh man.
I'm glad that you enjoying it. So we already had an hour.
Yeah, we had an hour.
Yeah,
Man,
we haven't had an episode longer than like 52 minutes.
Jesus.
But honestly, that go back when you love something, you could talk about it.
You can talk about it.
You can. You can. So towards the end of the interview, I have 3 questions. The first question being, if a future version of yourself was to walk in through that door, you got 2 questions to ask. I guess since it's 2 of y'all, 1 question apiece will work.
You said a future version.
Future
version. That don't work though, because see, and people do this about us.
Why is that?
They treat us like we one person. His perception
that's fair.
Is different than my perception.
That's fair.
So we gotta answer
2 questions apiece.
Apiece.
Okay, I rock with that.
Yeah,
all right.
We got different experiences.
That's
in
fair.
Yeah. So you said if a future version of me came in,
you got 2 questions.
Would I ask them?
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of the time, because a lot of the time people ask your past self, what you gonna tell your past self?
You said that like we were youngest though. We were 20 this day.
Hey man,
the future version of myself be like, bro, you need to get your prostate checked and make sure you take your vitamins.
And supplements, exercise. It ain't gonna work like it used to, bro.
Hey,
keep your weight down. Stop eating that fatty chicken. Stop messing with those strippers.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact.
You said a future self?
Yeah.
That's what I would tell them. Don't mess with those strippers.
Yeah,
hey, that'll work. That'll work.
You saying real. I mean,
that's
you know
real,
what?
Though.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, one question, man, do it. I would say, man, keep doing it and bet on yourself.
Yeah.
You know, bet on you. Believe in you. You know, because even after 30 years plus years, 23 years, I still have self-doubt. I still don't think I'm as good as people try to make me be.
He is the best graphic designer.
No, it's other best graphic designers. I'm not trying to hear that. But with me, like, it's hard for me to even accept that.
Yeah.
So that future self, I'll be like, man, you got it. Keep doing it. You're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And that was the question. First, I would ask them, do you love it? And that would dictate me asking my future the second question. Because if he's in the future, he don't even know if he love it or not. He's still just trying to figure it out. But even if he lied to me and say, man, I love the hell out of it, then I asked him, the other question was like, well, man, what do you want me to tell you? And then I just give him the keys. Because I already know he's going to be a good steward.
That's a good question.
So I just read I just watched a TikTok. And the guy said he read the definition of what the future means. And the definition of the future means the moment after you speak something or write something. That is the definition of the future. So if my future self came in, I would ask him, how does it feel to be a billionaire?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm speaking them billions, baby. I would ask him, like, how does it feel to be a billionaire? And wherever his answer is, will empower me to go even harder.
Meet that goal. Yeah. Rocking.
Oh, that's true. You saying it like you in the Matrix. So your future self is already there.
Yeah.
So hold on,
You
right.
can't
Wow. You know, I went to public school, baby. So me sitting over here contemplating. You said your future self.
And then I asked her, hey, did you give your brother at least $1 million?
My thing, well, my future self should already. All you say the questions because he already done got it.
Yeah.
So I would, you ever watch Back to the Future when he was on the hoverboard with Biff and he had the automat? Okay. He had all. I say, man, what can I bet on, man?
Man, I asked that question to one chick and she said, shoot, did the Ozempic work? I said,
yeah. This she was honest. This she was honest, man. Did the Ozempic work? Did you lose them pounds? No, man. Yeah, you're right. So definitely I would ask them, man, how was it living being successful?
Yeah.
Because when I see him, I'm gonna see what he gonna pull up in. He gonna have that nice ride.
Yeah.
He gonna be looking like, okay, so I'm gonna know that the hard work and the dedication that me and my brother put in, it paid off.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like, man, he gonna say, man, you did a good job. I'm gonna be like, good job. Because that's gonna make it see like the blood, sweat, and tears that we put in it, the countless hours that we cried at it, the times when we wanted to quit.
Yeah.
Man, it was for something.
And then he gonna say, all right, the prostate's good.
Yo. Hey, yo.
We down 30 pounds. And
that's tough.
You did marry a stripper. So that's
Oh damn, that's true.
Yeah, man. Everybody need love.
Everybody, hey, your boy, what's his name? T-Pain came up. He came up with one,
Man,
didn't he?
he coined it.
He coined it, but yeah.
So second question, if you had a song that can describe your journey up until now, what would that song be? And take your time to answer that question. That one's, I feel like everybody say that's the hardest one.
I know.
Go ahead.
The song that I would do is Nas, AZ, Foxy Brown, and Dre, Affirmative Action. And the reason, the bars in the first beginning of AZ, I used to know them verbatim, spoke to how I attack things.
He sit back, relax,
with the
contact,
zip my cognac,
run the money out the money racks, sneak attack. He said that he ready to say, he said, we gonna react, and we all attack like Rock Wallace.
So that's
tough.
That's some of it.
Yeah, but some of it.
The Fern was
the Fern. It's on Nas's album. It was written. It's called Affirmative Action.
Action.
The AZ first line, first 16, literally is how I attack stuff. Okay. It's like, yo, it's how I think about stuff.
He said it's a sneak attack.
React. So you go back and listen to it, and when you hear it, it kind of tells you how you gotta kind of go get it. Like my nickname back in the day used to be Mr. Go Get It, because my mentality was I didn't want to waste an opportunity. So I'd be like, man, Ray, such and such is over there, and I'd be like, no, I'm about to go get it. And that was my mentality. That was my mantra, and I still carry that today. It's like, yo, I'm about to go get it, and that song plays in my head every time I'm about to go get it. Yeah. So it would be Nas, AZ, Foxy Brown, Affirmative Action. Yes, sir.
All right.
My song, well, it's a song me and my mom like. It's by Glenn Jones, Keep Doing It. Because it be like, keep doing it. And that's what we've been doing, man. Like sometimes when I get like, I need motivation, I just play it. Yeah. Because that's what it's basically saying, man, you just keep doing it. You gotta sometimes in life, you just gotta keep doing something. And that's the song that I play. It's like, man, right now where I'm at in my life, sometimes you need that motivation to just keep doing it. Yeah. Because like just to say it, we've been doing this a long time. So some days you be like, do I really want to do this? But when I play that song, it put it all in perspective. So I'm gonna just keep doing it. So it's Glenn Jones, Keep Doing It. Okay. That's the song I like playing, man. That's my song.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, the last question being, who do you guys think the next hustler should be to sit in those chairs?
The next who?
The next hustler to sit in the
hustler?
Chair. Yeah.
You know what? My good friends from Alicia Coffee, Rock and Nima, like they both had the same type of mentality that me and my brother had. Mm-hmm. Like just with I go to that coffee shop every day, and a lot of people that I've met that has been influential and beneficial to me and my brother, I've met in that coffee shop. And it's not a day that I don't go in there that they introduce me to somebody. Okay. Like, this is Raymond from Voltron Printing, him and his brother, y'all need to link up. And then I exchange numbers. It's almost like they like my marketing firm. Wow. Like, I just sit back and they be like, yeah, we did the hat drop. That's him over there. So I think they the next hustlers, because I see this city, I see something fresh and new that's happening in Birmingham, Alabama. It's people that's saying we're tired of the old narrative. Yeah. It's time for something new. Yeah. Like, we're not going to forget. Like I'm saying, I'm not from here. But I understand what Birmingham, Alabama is about and what you guys have started and the beauty and the culture of it. And I feel like right now, it's time for people to hand us the baton. Like, we're not going to mess up the legacy. We just going to make it more beautiful. Yeah. So, like, Nima and Rock from Alicia Coffee, I think they deserve to be in these seats. I don't know what my brother going to say, but for me, I think they need to be in these seats.
Fair enough.
I don't think the next one is a person. I think it's the city in itself, man. I think Birmingham's the next hustle. I think Birmingham is going to be the city. I hate using the stuff like the next city to blow. I think that because it kind of sounds like you're piggybacking off another city. I think Birmingham is going to show people really who Birmingham is. And I feel that. Like, I feel I could. So a lot of people ask kind of like, why did I came down here for a different reason than I stayed down here. I stayed down here because you can feel the city moving. Mm-hmm. Chicago, I'm not going to say that Chicago is stagnant, but Chicago is going to be what Chicago is. Yeah. it's implemented itself. It's been cemented for years. Birmingham is like watching real time hustle. You're watching a mayor make it happen.
Yeah.
You're watching podcast guys create podcasts and make it happen. You're watching a coffee shop make it happen. You're watching all of this stuff happen in real time. Like when you're in Chicago, stuff is already there. Like you like, oh, damn, this is a fancy coffee shop here. But we're watching Rock and Nima make the legacy. We're watching you make your legacy. So I think Birmingham in a whole is just
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call it a hustle city, but you can feel the vibe.
It's hungry.
Like Birmingham is turning into a vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful
So when
vibe.
people come here, they visit it from out of state, they gonna feel that vibe. Because when I first came here, my question I was ask everybody is, what is Birmingham known for? I would ask every neighbor, be like, they would sit back and I think y'all are creating it.
Hey, I'm good. How are you? Oh, hold on. You got your cell phone. I got a digital business card. You gonna be at the Woodlawn event down there?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you gonna be at the Woodlawn block party? Yeah. I'll walk down in a minute and I'll give it to you.
I'm inside.
Oh, inside Irvin's on 50. I come in Jasmine 55. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I seen you out there. I seen the hair.
I be trying to scope stuff.
Okay.
Get my pass on it.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
But yeah, I think that's the thing about it is we getting to watch this hustle real time.
Yeah.
And honestly, it makes me excited because sometimes I forget the hustle part. Honestly, I don't like using the word. I forget the progression of things.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing it for so long. Like the early stages is kind of fuzzy right now. But like being in Birmingham, I'm watching it.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
watching
yeah.
myself. Like when I see you, I see me. I see that young kid that just so eager to make my thing happen.
Yeah.
Just so eager for people to hear me or see me.
Yeah.
So when I see you, I see me.
I get excited.
And that's what I get from Birmingham.
I
I
get
get
excited.
a people letting me see how I looked in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah, man.
It's like the
That's
biggest
dope.
mirror ever. Like, bro, if you ever want to know what you looked like when you was trying to make this happen,
Yeah.
this is what it looked
because
like.
that's the fact. Like when I be out now with me and my brother, they be like, "Man, I seen you." I was like, "No, I seen you." Because whatever we do is for you. It's not for me. It's for us, and that's the thing. Why the name Voltron? Like I don't do anything as a to be arrogant
Solo.
or to be about us. No, it's a movement.
Yeah.
We're trying to build a movement of something that's going to be greater than either one of us sitting here. I'm just a vessel.
Yeah.
That's all I'm just being a good steward of what the Most
talent that
High,
God
the
bestowed
Most High
upon
has
you.
told me and my
Yep.
brother to do.
Yep.
So you didn't see me, you seen God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You seen what God wants you to be. And I want people to take that and be like, man, it's time for you to do your thing.
Yeah.
That's why, man, me and my brother are open books.
Yeah.
If you walk in this door, we going to tell you something that can help you better yourself or put you in the right direction, a place or space to be whatever you want to be. Like I say, I can give you the keys, man. You want me to call? Who you want me to call on this phone?
Right.
I call them.
You gotta be ready.
You gotta be
to
ready,
walk
but-
through that door.
I'm the type of person though, if you give me them keys, I'm never coming back.
Good.
I mean that. I'm just that kind of dude.
That's
I'm
great.
never coming back.
Well, come back, man, and give me the keys back, first of all. And but bring
I gotta pass them to somebody else.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You give me the
bring
keys to not pass the torch.
bring another set of keys.
That's fair
because
enough.
one thing
Yeah.
about it is, like my brother said earlier, is man, I'm still learning. Like I'm telling you, like the podcast situation is new to me.
Yeah.
Social media posting, Isaac next door is teaching me that. That's new.
Yeah.
So if you know a better way to do social media, bring them keys back. That's why I said the relationship
hearing
has to
that.
be symbiotic.
hearing that.
Like I can give you something.
Yeah.
But then bring me back something.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we're doing this together.
Yeah.
We're doing this podcast together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this podcast can get 100,000 likes. Think about it. So you did that for me, and I did that for you.
Yeah.
And that's the relationship that we have to create.
That's the community.
Yeah,
Let's
that's the
pour
community.
That's
into
what
each other.
community is.
You
yeah.
got to pour in, man. You get
Yeah, so if I give the keys, go open every door, but then bring back a new set
That's
of keys.
fair. I like that. Because the way I think about it, if you give me the keys and you want me to go somewhere, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna keep going as far as I can take this thing
Right,
on the
exactly,
full tank.
exactly.
But like you said, let's make it a round trip though.
Yeah, you got to make it a
I
round
can
trip.
tell you what I found on the other side of the river now.
Exactly. And that's like, man, over there, man, they got this and they got that.
Yeah.
And now you can teach somebody so they don't make the mistakes that you did.
Exactly.
Because to get on that other side, man, you may have not knew it was a hole there or a snake over here or the grass wasn't cut. But now you can tell all that information.
Yeah.
So now you got 100 of yous doing it at light speed.
Yeah.
Because they dodging all those little obstacles, all those little things that you went through, and they doing it better, and they been doing it fast, and they doing it better.
Yeah.
So then they can bring 100 more.
Okay.
And that's the way this creative game and this life game should work.
It should work.
It should work. It's something to say, all right, am I my brother's keeper?
Mm-hmm.
I should be. Mm-hmm. I need to be. I gotta be.
We wanted to do at Voltron. We wanted to do like a tiny desk situation.
Yeah.
We've had that idea, and you said that you would do like a tiny desk. And my brother was just pitching me something the other day that I think would be dope. So
Hey,
why don't
keep the idea. Hey man,
gatekeeper. I'm gatekeeper.
You gotta gatekeep something.
Yeah.
But we could do something like that now. You see what I'm saying? Like, we have the space.
Yeah.
If you have the ability to execute it, then we'll give you what we have, and you give us what you have.
Yeah.
And instead of you waiting till you get that warehouse, we got 2,700 square feet right here. Let's do the tiny desk.
That's love.
Let's do it.
That's love.
And we'll show people how to build a community.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Y'all here first.
I like them a lot, man.
My man back here, I don't know what he doing. I don't know. He back there playing solitary or what?
He doing everything. He editing live.
Oh wow!
He editing as we speak. He's switching the cameras as we talk to each other.
Yeah, it's big production, but yeah,
He's doing that production. I love it. I love it.
Okay. Well, shoot, man. This has been another episode of Talk Vibe Hustle. Obviously, this is one of the better ones. Y'all drop a right here in the comments if you made it to the end for me. We appreciate that. And we'll see y'all on the next one, all right?
All right.
Peace.